can't even load my war page right now. If maps aren't working now, I want to bitch people. My raids at least.
One turn beige. How that'd be great.
Fuck, but no, it would be cool if the game works, but it's error 522 everywhere. So.
Always. Yep, dial-up never stopped.
Only two have come in: House Starks and Eclipses, right? Or am I missing one?
Jesus, look at that.
Two declaration.
I mean, it's you know, it's. I mean, I'm speechless. You know, this should be as par for the course, you know. At this point, I'm not surprised when.
I mean, what would they do? Like, imagine if Bollywood and Rose just win like 100 wars right now. Like, Alex can't keep it like that.
I mean, I think it's possible. It's very much so possible.
Yeah, but Alex can't keep it like that. He'll have to do like a game reset for like a day reset, and that will basically ruin the war.
Which means he might not do it.
Yeah, exactly. But like, it'll be unfair if he doesn't do it as well, though. So it's like, because if 100 wards get beiged, that's like outrageous. And
I
it
mean,
might happen.
To be fair, go ahead.
It happens for both sides. It depends on who has a better Wi-Fi, who has a better signal, who is closer to the better servers. Because it might happen if they have them around the same military, a Bollywood guy might just destroy that guy. It might happen vice versa. Oh, go ahead, Krampus. That's what you want to say.
Well, to be fair, when has the health of the game stopped Alex from doing stupid shit? I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to, you know, mess with the game, mess with the map script right this second. I mean, considering he once just got angry and removed beige, I mean, he could do something similar right back again. So this massive, I mean, and to be fair, something as game breaking as the map script breaking is something that would cause him to intervene.
Yeah, and it's worthy of a rollback. That's what I said. It's worthy of a rollback. But it'll piss a lot of people either way. It'll piss off a lot of people.
Holy shit, look at that. 14-minute page. 14-minute page. Can you
and that's slow. That's because that's even slow. You could do it in 10 seconds.
Holy
that's slow.
Shit.
This is because Wi-Fi isn't. This is because the server isn't working. But if the servers were working, you could do it in 10 seconds.
Holy shit. I mean, I am fucking. How can you be that bad? How can you be that bad?
Yeah, why doesn't he test it? Why doesn't he test it?
I mean, I don't think he even tested it at all.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
crap.
that's what I
Look
think.
at that. 14. Holy shit, look at that.
I can't because I have error 522. I can't even look at the war page.
Doesn't even look. And
apparently he did test it on the test server, but obviously it wasn't working.
Yeah, but he should have tested on the real server though. He can do it just to pick out like C1 inactives and just declare war on 5 of them and just see if it works.
Mate, apparently Alex had even upgraded the server, but it doesn't seem like much of an upgrade at all.
This time it died faster than last time, didn't it?
Yes,
it died
exactly.
faster than last time.
By the way, we have 94 people online. This should be recorded. Zigbir, get on that.
This died last time. It died like 10 minutes. I swear it died like 5 minutes into the war.
Well, this was a pretty fat war, to be fair.
I think it's more than just the scripts. His servers just died immediately. I mean, but part of that is because there were like 300 people.
It's time to Alex to just move servers. To be honest,
Yeah,
like
he
just move. We
yeah he
can't stay with the same server. It's that
he said
simple.
he had upgraded them, and I have a screenshot of him saying that it would improve the game, but evidently it hasn't at all. One sec, I'll just find it and insert it.
I don't know if it's improving with the same server provided. I just provider or some shit. I think he just has to move what he uses to actually put the server online because it isn't working. Like
He's way too cheap to do that. He won't
yeah,
upgrade the servers.
Sorry, guys. I am understandably, I think, a little bit distracted, and my mic was not working. Number one, it is being recorded. I recorded it. We're at 6 minutes in. Chat is not going to be recorded because I need my screen for OPSEC stuff. So I'm not going to record chat. Number three, I can verify that Sheepy did ask us to test this kind of thing in the test server, but it doesn't work because there's never any load when we test it, and because the war system itself is completely different, so it's like I'm not sure how much that matters or not, but he didn't test it on the live server. He tested it on the test server, but I don't know if that's the same script that he tested he asked us to test like a month ago, but yeah. So when he upgraded the servers, I was in Goon Squad and they were talking about it, and this is what what's his face Unlimited said. Basically, database server doesn't affect speed. That's what he upgraded. So the speed doesn't matter. It's just the capacity got upgraded. He upgraded the capacity, not the speed. Like the total, like I think that's what it was. So that's why there's no difference in terms of that. He didn't upgrade the part that matters for wars. At least that's what Unlimited was saying. I posted in the Balkans the quote.
I mean, if Alex cares whether or not we knew, we could just share the chats, and we only learned of it like the moment wars were declared, because we had really no way of proving Alex's code does shit, or testing it. Apparently, Zig and the other testers tested it a month ago, and in their tests on the testing server, it went swimmingly without many faults, but apparently they didn't have enough manpower to test the loads. We have
heavy loads.
nearly
You basically need this for heavy loads.
we have nearly 1,000 people on right now, and that's like a fucking episode so bad.
Okay, I can't even check. It's all fucking error. It's all
522.
error 522.
I mean, I heard people calling this war a war of the error 522.
Yeah, I think this is worse than last time. As what I remember for last time, it wasn't this bad. And I remember for even Duck Hunt, which had a lot more people, it was not this bad. I don't know. I feel like servers have gotten worse. I feel like servers have gotten worse. To be honest, he said he's probably increased the server like twice since Duck Hunt. And I just feel worse. I just feel like it's become slower and slower, and the load has become worse. Oh, how's this war gonna be named, Big K? What game?
I mean, I initially created the yeah, error 522 is a great name for the war, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
but
how isn't there an alliance called Error 522? It's way too big of a theme in this game. I mean, as Error 404 is dead now, so you can make it. It won't be a copy anymore. At least an offshore.
Come again?
Like, there has to be a new alliance named Error 522. Like Error 404 is dead, so like it's allowed now. It won't be a copy. I think so, at least. There's 865 players online, and that's without counting the absolute death of servers. So I can't even click on like select action for like declaring a war. I can't for like declaring a ground battle. I can't even click on that. It doesn't work. Okay, now.
Yeah, I've been sitting here trying to use it. It's been like super wonky. It works sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, but that's always it's where the servers from where I'm from. They're so shit always. I went to the US.
I knew about this glitch 2 hours ago. Full disclosure.
Who found this glitch 2 hours ago?
I believe Spo that told me about it like an hour or two ago. He's in here.
Who? Come again? Who?
I think it was Wispo, maybe. Let me check.
I have no idea.
Really? You found it?
Also, hi.
Hello, Rush.
All right, Rush has joined us.
Okay. I just want to put something out there real quick. I've already bitched at Sheepy to get his ass back on. What will probably happen when he does show up is a partial rollback, where he's going to try and run a script that he ran last time this happened. I'll go back through all the wars that have been declared and try and unfuck them. In the meantime, if you could avoid using extra maps, that'd be nice. As a sportsman's courtesy.
Oh yeah, that's true. What Spanky just said. A guy in Space Invaders found that glitch 2 hours ago. I'm just seeing it in member chat at 5 p.m. It's currently 7 for me. He did say that he was Beijing wars in 10 minutes. So yeah, this seems to be happening since the update was live. It isn't because of the load. It just since the update was live, it happened. It's not because of the heavy load.
Yeah, my guess, without any information, is the script is on, but it's not actually running.
Mate,
so we're seeing what happens when there isn't a calibration script at all.
how likely would you rate Alex doing a hard reset? Like rolling back an entire turn, something like that.
He'll have to roll back an entire turn. He'll have to roll it back at least 2 hours.
Not,
You won't do
no.
it if you can avoid it.
Or maybe just roll back the wars that were beiged. I think that's gonna be harder, but I think that's gonna be fair, like more fair.
In theory, there is a manual script he can run that will go through all the wars and re-add their maps, and anything that was wrong will get rolled back.
I think that's more fair.
It doesn't, and then he'll have to separately handle wars that got beiged out already.
Yeah. Well, Andrew said the script like grabs everybody who did more than the maps they had, or just
Yeah,
beige.
it goes through every war and re-adds
Okay.
maps. If there
All right.
wasn't enough for every turn. So if you didn't have the maps to do your attack, it will roll back that attack.
Wait, I think that's fair to do like the attacks to roll back the specific attacks.
You mean like a
But can you
partial?
do it? Can you do it separately for every like?
It's still gonna be fucking jank.
Mate, it's like everyone, literally everyone is abusing the bug right now. Literally everyone. I'm just
I-
looking.
Okay, do you see
I'm
like
just-
all the conflicts like finished or?
People, no, it's not like people are like standing. Like one guy did 5 ground attacks with like 3 maps. Do you get how fucked that is? Jesus.
Yeah, my
Mm.
page says page are unresponsive. I can't even check shit.
Or actually what looks like might be happening, based on some new information I just saw, is that the attacks are happening and the script that fixes them automatically is lagging behind. So it
Yeah,
might
but
fix
the
itself.
thing is that it isn't because of the load. Because a guy in my alliance, I hadn't seen it yet, but my guy in my alliance, an hour and 10 minutes ago, so on like 45 minutes before the war started, had the same glitch. So it isn't because it's lagging, because it isn't because of the load. It's simply a script fix.
Yeah, I can confirm that. I was sitting there and he told us all about an hour
Okay,
and a
yeah,
half.
no, never mind what I just said.
I mean,
Yeah,
to be
an hour and 10 minutes ago exactly right now.
honest, this bug is literally ruining the war for me. I mean, I bet we are going to have a hard reset, literally, like anytime Alex shows up, you know? This literally, I mean, I am saying literally like that ass, but literally, this bug is killing the Blitz.
Why did Church of Item do our recognitions of hostilities if they're declaring the war?
Come
I mean,
again?
at the same time, as defenders, we can't do anything if all our planes are gone instantaneously.
What
So,
alliance are you at, Rush?
Fucked on that end too.
Mate,
What
how
alliance
is
are you at?
how possible? By the way, I wanted to ask you something. If as a result of, say, the bug, some people manage to loot offshores, how would
That will get reverted. Period. End of story. Any other questions on that?
well, my concern was how, I mean, obviously it should get reverted, but if if this bug is widespread enough, if people are abusing it, how, I mean, could Alex really write a script that could individually fix all these wars? Considering he couldn't even get this one map script right, I am a little not confident of that. You
I
get
mean,
me?
he already wrote that script and used it last time, and it mostly fixed shit. So
I mean, considering how the situation is right now, I would say it failed miserably.
yes, this different script.
If Alex hires other coders, which he's done, why aren't these guys writing these scripts?
Because they don't understand the code base.
Yeah, he's
They're-
he's putting it in polite terms. What he means that they don't understand Alex's shitty code. Ain't that right? By the way, have you been able to get in touch with Alex? Like, is he aware of the problem, or is it just?
I mean, you told Alex he should be online, right? You told Alex there was gonna be a war.
Oh wait, I remember. Last I heard, he was away on vacation or something like that.
He got back today. That's
Oh.
why that script change came out today.
But I think he should be
Oops, sorry.
online. If you say you told him there was gonna be a war, I think he should be online, right? Because I mean, he should be to see like the game's gonna crash if there's any problem with the war. I mean, I think this problem has just been going on for far too long. Like I've had me as I have normally 8 wars a day because I'm pirating. I have had this map glitch at least once a week for the last 2 months. Like at least once a week, that has happened that my maps don't just keep on going, and I've told a couple of times, and it's stupid. I even like, how like. How it hasn't been? Like, it hasn't been too hard to fix, and still the server crashing. It's another thing that's stupid. How
The issue is
the last 4
Alex and
wars, that's 5 hour wars. The servers have completely crashed. 5 wars. You can't. It's a problem that's you have to fix. If it has been 5 times.
as for the maps issue, Alex and SS23 have been trying to fix it for about 2 years now.
Wow, 2 years. How the fuck 2 years? Oh my god.
It is something that literally should be impossible, but is obviously possible.
Damn. Fuck.
My best guess is honestly that it happens when we get load balanced to other servers at the data center. But that shouldn't be a thing either, unless the data center itself is fucking up. So we're kind of stuck on that. It has-
Unless you change providers.
I think that we have to change. Alex has to. It's probably a pain in the ass, but it's probably take like a month or more. But I think you have to do that. At this point, the game hasn't changed probably since its founding 5 years ago when it had a player base of what 100.
We've gone several server upgrades since then.
But have you changed the provider itself? Like,
I'm honestly not sure on that.
and I mean, you have. I know the game wins a decent amount of money by ads and donations. I mean, it can be that expensive. I mean, I'm not an expert on that, so I won't give like a definitely, but it can be that expensive to upgrade it to a level high enough because the game itself, for the amount of players
Okay,
it has.
Alex just turned up, so I need to go deal with him.
Okay,
Invite him here. We'd like to talk to him.
just tell him to join here.
Yeah, I mean he's in the server already, so. I can just
For the
tell
amount
him.
of players this game has, it makes way more money than any other website that has this player base. I'd probably say, because it isn't that many players, but for a game that's this size, I'd say it makes more money.
I think
Then okay,
I mean
size.
considering Alex
Everyone ping
managed to
Tell him to join the stage.
don't mass ping him. I will meet you.
Seems the bug is fixed.
What? Really?
Okay,
No
so
one said
Alex has just reverted the map script change.
Holy
All
shit.
right. It was fast. At
So,
least it was fast. It was good doing that.
so from here, we shouldn't have that happening, mostly. It's
What
gonna be
about
back
other
to the
wars
old
based?
flavor. Already working on that.
So the war system is back to the original broken script.
Yeah, like at least it's
The less
broken.
broken.
It's at least not as broken, but it's still probably gonna happen at least like 10 out of 100 wars. Mm. 42 city gob just got beached. Ish.
So who's at war right now?
Oh, right. So I'll just sum it up, all right? So Rose and Blackwater blitzed Hollywood and some of its affiliate alliances, such as TLE and TFAD. And but I could very confidently say Bug has definitely fucked some things up. I would imagine things would have gone very differently had this not been a feature within this game, so to speak.
Repeat what you said. Okay, seems the server is working a little better now. I think. Yep, way better now. I'm trying to find how like finished wars right now. I
Let's see.
Carthago, declaration of war from Mr. Krampus.
I mean, mate, I took nearly an entire hour to post that shit.
Just posting it.
Yeah, it's so bad. I swear to God, it's so bad.
Like you should be. You just posted a flag.
I mean, do you have any idea how long it took me to load that?
Just for the flag, literally. Just a little flag. Oh my god. And Black Knight's recognition of hostilities. Did you
Come again?
did you catch Hollywood off guard this time? Because I think you kind of did.
And I don't think so. Hollywood was pretty. I mean, I think they would have blitzed us if we hadn't blitzed them, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
I will confirm they were going to blitz you guys tomorrow if you weren't going to blitz
Oh,
them.
nice. You get a day in. Nice.
I mean, the original idea was 2 weeks after. And
2 weeks after. But the KT just rushed you.
No, the original plan was to blitz after we were done with KT. But people milled up too much and the cover was blown.
All right.
I think people. I mean, this should have been. I mean, in my honest opinion, this was very predictable. You know, TKR should have seen this coming. If you had just reverted to using some old methods, such as using the Discord plugin, etc., you could have seen this. The fact that Hollywood was going to was planning on releasing this tomorrow just confirms my thoughts about that.
I expected a war this week. I did not. I did expect. I did. Oh, I only. Fuck. I can't speak. I expected it like
English.
Thursday forward. I expected it like Thursday forward, not like today nor tomorrow. I really didn't expect this.
Thursday?
I expected like Thursday or Friday the war to happen. To be honest,
Oh, you mean like?
like 2 days from now.
I see.
No,
I mean, that's. I mean that is a bit too late. Everyone just started to militarize right after. It's actually quite hilarious how KT.
They kind of rushed the war. You kind of have to give them credit. They used the opportunity. I think that will Mystery Inc. or Oasis join anywhere? That's my question. Or will they do a 1v1 between them two? That's an even better question. I would like to see that. I don't know the size difference.
Okay, speaking as a player now, that sounds like something that'd be interesting. So of course it's not going to happen.
A player? A what?
That
What did you
comment
say?
is me as a player, not me as a mod.
But what did you say? I didn't get it.
That sounds like something that would be interesting, which is why
Yeah.
it's not going to happen.
Exactly. True. You're right there. But I don't know the size difference of them two, but I think they're close in size. I think maybe Mystery, if with counting Cataclysm, I think Mystery is bigger. Not counting Cataclysm, I think they might be around the same, or maybe this around the other way around. Because Immortals and TFP are really big, so don't know. But I don't think neither Mystery nor Oasis is gonna join either side, nor Hollywood side, nor Bollywood side. If they join Bollywood Rose side, it's just stupid, and if they join Hollywood side, it wouldn't make more sense for the narrative. So yeah.
Well, you have to wait for the Blackwater CB to come to the decision whether or not it's politically worth it. But I agree with you. I don't think in all honesty there is no possibility for them being. I mean, look at their militarization. OSS is like peacetime MMR and similar, and Mystery Inc. is in a similar position.
Wait, but is there any Blackwater CB remain? CB. You say CB, or
I said CB, yes.
is there any dough left? The syndicate already did their dough though.
Sorry, I got distracted. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, there is a CV. I mean,
I think it's already posted. This is our conflict. You're aware of the power of the sim block, but it has the duty of Chaffley's strategies to speak the truth and power. Is that the one? Is that it? Is that the one in the syndicate's post?
I would have to check. I haven't seen their post right now. I will have to see.
Yeah, they did like half an hour ago. They did a.
I mean, look at that. Did you see Young's reply
to the forum? Cindy spending all those months crying about rose secretaries and their second.
I mean, look at that seething. He's literally seething.
I'm gonna just give a laughing emoji.
I mean, I think it was obvious for all. I
Come
think
again?
I think I did expect this lineup. I did think Rose and Bollywood were gonna hit together Hollywood. I did expect this lineup from the war. I expected this right how it just happened, but I never knew if Mink or Oasis were gonna do anything. But I kind of want to see a 1v1. I really want to, but it's not gonna happen. I know it won't. But they don't love each other either. I don't know. I feel like you could probably find a CB against Mink very easily. They do a lot of shit, so I'm pretty sure they could. Why do you need like CBs are? I want to say there's. I'll be honest. There hasn't been a valid CB in at least since I've played this game. There hasn't been a true valid. Except the TLR CB, which I provided. I haven't seen another.
Yeah, Duck Hunt had the best CB I have ever seen to that till
Duck Hunt.
date.
That's so bullshit as well. It's like Duck by hegemony CB. Same with this one.
No, I meant, do you remember the war that you caused? I think that had the best CB.
Yeah,
Last night.
Yeah, that's right. That has been the only valid CB, to be honest.
Yeah, that was very nice. I mean, how you created that was how much? 500 billion, something like that in total?
Yeah, 450, I think. I have that. I have that on my nation page. I'll have that forever. I create a global war that's not everybody, not something everybody can do, and I have that forever.
By the way, if anyone else wants to talk, just raise your hand, and I.
Looking at the forums for Blackwater's Casus Belli, it looks like they attacked Hollywood for two main reasons. And I'm not speaking as a member of Blackwater anymore, for those who aren't aware. Basically, from what I can understand reading the forum, they hit Hollywood because SRD had made threats to hit them prior in the Guns N' Roses war, and they believe that those were genuine threats. And then the second reason would be because their allies Eclipse had got hit by KT and certain members of Hollywood, so they decided that they would counterattack with Rose, which is yike, but it is what it is. If anyone wants to correct me on that, they're welcome to request to speak.
I was also just told Mystery Inc. is sitting out of this war, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. But yeah, out of this war, I didn't expect them to join this war. What if Oasis and Mr. do a separate war?
No, they're not. So Mystery Inc. is far too broke right now. Camelot, after their failed their failed treasure hunt, left them extremely poor, and the rest of Mystery Inc. is just militarizing up in self-defense just in case. So I do not believe they're going to hit anybody.
Latsu, I know you're here. I know you're hearing this, Latsu. Declare on Mr. Inc., please. Oh wait, Latsu's not hearing. Oh, wow, just tell Latsu in the chat. Or anybody in TI or
Your
TFP.
CB for hitting Mystery is Camelot's broke.
Yeah, exactly. That's Cam. I like.
They deserve
Epi
to say
being
that.
leader, that's a valid CB. Epi being Cam leader, that's a valid fucking CB. Use it. That's the most valid. It's more valid than this word CB. Or like say like mystery like declaring on one of the best spheres in the game, right? Because Cam has that on their if they're the best and they're logically better than you, so they should win against you, right? Oasis, so you have to declare on them to prove you're better, right? You know, totally.
A valid CB is basically what you're saying is I want to prove I have a bigger dick than you, so I'm going to declare war and dominate you.
Yes,
I can get down with that.
it's better than most CBs.
I mean, even worded like that, it's better.
I mean, the most valid CB of all is Mura Mura, so
Muda muda.
Come again,
Would-
Rush?
Mura
Mura
Mura.
What's that?
What does that mean?
It's that'd be a declaration to spread Taoism and fight snow. AK anytime Mensa went to war ever. And nobody remembers that, so
What's a Mensa?
oh gods. Fucking children.
What
Nah,
did children what did children do against you, man? No, I'm eating, so if you hear me eating, I'm eating.
I will mute you if just say.
Okay,
I'll do my mic
so
far away.
Panky is a mod now. Update on the map situation. Alex is running the script that's supposed to fix wars right now.
You
If in
serious?
a little bit your war is not fixed, make a Discord ticket.
What if they don't? I mean, if I was abusing the bug, I would not talk about it, right?
Yeah, but the people on the other side will talk about it because they're going to be pissed off. So
What if
it's
they
the
don't?
best we can do.
Oh, fuck, buddy, what's happening?
Thalmor, what
By
are
the
you?
grace of, I was taking a nap, and by the grace of God, I woke up to Killsbob telling me that Alex broke the game. Banks were being just immediately beige. Whoa. I got reports. Eumirbago is on the front lawn of grumpy old bastards. He has taken hot, steamy diarrhea dumps right in the cafeteria line, folks. It's over. It's
Thalmor,
over. For
How does it
Hollywood.
feel losing the title of fastest beige?
I've lost it. What's the record so far? 15
Like
minutes?
13
10
minutes? Something like that?
Oh fuck. Yeah, so and because it's
Not
been,
worth it
I
anymore.
guess that's already been fixed. There's probably not going to be a rollback, right? That's probably.
Oh
going
yeah,
to
no, they
remain
will.
The same.
They will. The Rush
Yeah.
says they will.
So wow, I was kind of. I didn't expect it to happen so quickly. The war. I thought
I
there
didn't
would
either.
be some posturing or something. Panky, what alliance you in?
Space Invaders. I'm talking here like an unbiased third party. I'm an unbiased third party right here.
Got it. Mhm. So, what's your hot? I'm late to the voice chat. What's your hot take on the war?
I mean, I expected it to happen like this. I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's like kind of a dogpile in the end, but
Can
I
you
didn't
eat
see any.
and talk, or talk then eat?
Okay, sorry, I'll stop eating.
Don't talk. I will mute you if you do that.
Okay, I expected the war to come like this. I guess there was no other way about the dogpile. I mean, even if it's a dogpile, there wasn't any way for one sphere to check down the high tier that Hollywood currently has. I don't think so. So they had to use two. I don't see that as a. I don't see this as a dogpile in itself as bad because that was a necessity on some part if they wanted to actually win. Rose alone couldn't have done it. Bollywood maybe, but it would have been very hard. And,
Look, I'm
well,
happy I got in the bug pile.
I guess, I mean, good for everybody. I think it's probably a pain that wars are getting rolled back, and I'm still pissed. I mean, it's good for
Thank you.
me.
You really need to stop calling Blackwater Bollywood because they're not.
That's true.
BW does not stand for Bollywood as much
Fuck,
as you might think.
Why am I
It's
saying
Blackwater.
Bollywood? I forgot. I got accustomed. That's why everybody was calling someone Bollywood, and I just
Yeah, that was during Guns N' Roses, which Cindy Sphere wasn't even a part of.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just BW just stick with me as Bollywood.
Yeah, no, that's Blackwater.
Yeah, that is true. That's my bad. But yeah, my take is good
I
for
get
everybody.
around this naming problem by just calling them Cindy Sphere. I don't see a reason why not to refer them as Cindy
That
Sphere.
is true.
Even though that's an old ass term. Yes, Dolord, Rose and
Yeah,
Cindy
Dola,
Sphere.
you're currently slotted. If you haven't noticed, TL is currently slotted. Yeah, you woke up a bit late.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. It's over for Hollywood.
Yeah, no
The
way.
radiance has been dimmed. The order was already like in disorder, right? They didn't even respond when we hit their ally. They were like, eh. And so now they're getting hurt hard. Black Knights was already BTFO'd when Arg thrashed them. Like, it's over, folks.
I would say if Hollywood wins unit wise this war, or like somehow like starts winning, I would say you have to hands down give Hollywood just like the best Milcom, the best everything for a while. Because right now they're basically in an impossible position.
Panky, in between every word, I just hear you.
Yeah, mate, I'm sick and tired of your fucking eating. Don't.
I was not even
eat.
eating when I was eating. I was not even eating when I was talking there.
Mate, I mean, we can hear you.
You can hear it.
Don't you hear like? Don't you hear
Mate,
like the fan? There's a fan up like right here. There might be the fan.
No, it's your mouth. It's your mouth.
Okay, I'll mute while eating.
Yeah, don't
All
fucking.
right, there. So
Finally.
Hey, Thalmor. We're in a coalition together right now.
Are you okay? Do I need to come to Louisville and do an intervention? Are you okay? Do you need someone to talk to?
I'm fine. I'm
Thalmor,
just a
come
little
to Louisville.
distracted because of reasons. Thalmor,
Yeah?
we're in a coalition together right now. How did that happen?
We are?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no. No, we're not. KT is not a part of this. We only hit Cindy Sphere because it's funny. And we have a few grumpy ghosts, but we're not on the same side of you. This is your mess and your mess only.
But didn't you
This is
Didn't you hit some Hollywood guys too? Didn't you hit CC? So like
Thalmor,
Well,
convince KT to hit Grumpy.
I'm not allies with CC. I would hit CC too.
I mean, there's grumpy
Don't
ghosts
at me.
everywhere. We even have there's grumpy ghosts everywhere.
I mean,
the game is full of grumpy
Well,
you
ghosts.
can't really call them
grumpy
grumpy
old
ghosts.
bastard.
You know, if grumpy
To be
calls
a
them, they'll
grumpy-
come back.
What's Theo saying? I'm opening up a salt mine. Any investor, it's guaranteed profit. Typical Theo, got money on demand. I love you, buddy. Is he listening or no?
I mean, Theo has left
I
the
don't
game.
think he
You
is.
realize that, right?
Yeah, I know. He's long gone.
I mean, he even deleted me. That's shocking.
But it's not seeing him in chat. Yeah, he still lives on in our hearts, Zed. I agree. He lives on in our hearts and in the Hague. Or the Hog. How you pronounce it, guys. I can't speak English, but most of you already know that. Oh, Dollard. Rose can only win war with a dog pile. Oh, bring the bants.
I mean, just
wow.
I will.
The other stance has changed a lot since I was there. They loved Rose. Oh my god, what happened?
Yeah, just I will have to get ahead of these funny secret treaty jokes. No, TS and Rose don't in fact have a secret treaty. We just agreed to roll HW together.
Okay, so there's no treaty, but they both decided to attack the same person in coordination.
I mean, they have done the same thing against other people.
Yes, I know, and that's why
Yeah,
I'm
that-
mad
that has
because they did
happened
the same thing
basically
to
everywhere.
us. I would not like to do the same thing over again. Repeating the same mistakes doesn't make it right.
I mean, yeah, this game has. How long has this been happening in this game? Like,
I already had
Forever.
information that TS and Rose were going to be working together, like a month ago. I couldn't believe it, and this is after I
Well,
left TS, obviously, because
yeah.
no one's going to share information like that. And I was just like, "What the fuck?" And then it happened because I didn't actually believe it would happen, and it did happen. So if that's not a treaty, then at least that's an alliance
Wait,
between.
Oasis hit Rose?
Yeah, TS and Rose. I had information that they would be working
No,
together.
Oasis. They're just saying Oasis hit Rose.
No, I'm saying what? What the fuck are you saying?
In the chat, they're saying Oasis hit Rose. Ah, okay, no, never mind. This is fake news. Fuck, someone said Oasis hit Rose.
What?
I was confused.
Okay, despite you being on crack, what happened here might not have been an official treaty, secret or not, but it's definitely them working together, which is exactly what Rose said during whatever that war was called, Duck Hunt.
You mean the one against Quack?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that one.
They're saying there was no secret treaties, there was no pre-planning, but there was, and that's essentially what it boiled down to.
I mean, this happened in Global War 15 with Swamp and Hedge. Then this happened, I guess, in 16 with Duck Hunt. This happened again, and this happened now. And in the Hollywood, they declared on the time they created. And I don't know. Before that, some of you players have played for like 5 years. I'm sure that has happened at least every like three Global Wars. This probably happened. Or am I wrong?
I mean, that happens quite often.
I mean, I wouldn't say
So,
often.
so Adam was in chat earlier, and apparently the CB for the war was that they thought they were going to be attacked next or something. So,
Well, logically
I'm
speaking,
eager to learn. Go on, Vero.
well, logically speaking, it would make sense, including the threats that SRD had made during Guns N' Roses when TS didn't join the war. It's in their forum post if you haven't seen that yet. It says that they attacked Hollywood because SRD made threats during Guns N' Roses, as well as the attacks on Eclipse with KT and certain members in Hollywood.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then, what was Hollywood's CB then?
Hollywood got attacked, you idiot.
No, if Bollywood was going to, if Bollywood attacked Hollywood because Hollywood was going to attack them, what was Hollywood's
It's
CB to attack
Blackwater,
Bollywood?
not Bollywood. And
Fuck.
what do you mean?
Okay, you're saying what I got from you is Blackwater attacked Hollywood because they felt like they were threatened and were going to be attacked by Hollywood. But
Oh,
what
so
wa-
you're saying what was the threat all about? Like, why would they make the threat?
yeah. What I'm asking if anybody knows, if anyone
Because
who is
they
here,
still
why would
believe
know?
that they are a hegemony. They're gonna be the major sphere dominating everything.
That was Hollywood's CB.
Yeah, essentially that's what SRD was claiming, that they were the next biggest threat.
All right, that's kind of.
I mean, it's the same. It's basically just a recycled CB used from Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
No, everything I said about Grumpy the other day was pretty on the money. This war was about to start tomorrow, had it not started today. So yeah, no, I mean, like, the whole anti-Grumpy coalition is a thing, has been a thing. I'll tell y'all, this was in the planning for a few weeks now.
It's been in the planning for longer than a few weeks. TS has always
What the fuck,
had
Spanky? Where did you tell me this
anti-Grumpy.
shit?
And TS has always had an anti-Grumpy stance. It's evident with the last how many wars they've been in. And if you didn't know that, then you've been living under a rock. TS does not like the grumpy high tier. heavy
Doesn't
money.
TS have an anti everyone except them?
I wouldn't say that.
I'd say that.
I'm not saying you hate Grumpy.
I mean,
I'm saying that TS doesn't like the consolidation of high tier that Grumpy has because it's ruining the game.
I mean, I don't think blaming an individual A is fair.
But it's basically what it boils down to. TS can't take out Grumpy on its own, or Cindy Sphere, or Blackwater, or whatever you want to call them. So that's most likely why.
I mean, no, yeah, they definitely could.
Taking down GG takes more than one sphere.
Blackwater versus only Grumpy. Yeah, they could. Don't tell me they couldn't. I mean,
they couldn't. Most of them wouldn't even be in range.
They definitely could not. Grumpy has so many high-tiered players that by the time all of Cindysphere hit Grumpy and was able to get just their
it takes some time to drag them down, but
yeah, you know how long it took in NPLT? How many months did it take to just drag Grumpy?
But think about it. Grumpy has so many high-tiered players making so much money that can't even get touched in a war that they would be able to just infinitely fund the lower tier that could get hit.
Nah. Money wise, will always make more money than a single A. Grumpy is like not even
the amount
maybe
of
top
damage
5.
Grumpy takes versus it makes per war is ridiculous compared to any other alliance.
Oh yeah, that's probably
the fact that they can't be hit as many times because there's just not enough people in that tier.
Exactly.
And if you want to do real damage to them, you have to have like another 8-month fucking war, which nobody wants. So
yeah, but I mean, I think it should be.
Yeah, Ghost said it. If you think that Blackwater could solo just GG, they have TKR as well.
I mean, no, yeah, that's what I say. I like I agree with that with GG and allies. I don't think it is only one sphere, but I'm just talking water, like Blackwater, Guardian.
Just all of Blackwater versus GG, I still don't think they would win.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But I think I'm not sure. I haven't checked the tiers for a long time now.
It's ridiculous the amount of C40 plus people they have.
I know they had a 41 tier. Have they moved it up?
Well, I haven't actually checked the cheering cards for Grumpy in a while.
You think we actually tier?
Well, no, you're not purposely tiering. You're just getting the high tier. And then you're just consolidating them because they have nowhere else to go.
I was going to say, the alliance that prides itself on independence and not paying taxes is definitely not intentionally tiering.
I mean, but you did have a consolidated, like.
Well, you're not intentionally tiering in the fact that you have like grants or like a program, but you are intentionally tiering the high tier and not accepting low tier, if that counts.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you had a pretty like consolidated. Well, let me check. I'm gonna check right now.
We have, as far as I know, we have 3 members that intentionally stay at the same level, and that's it. And that's because they're all IRL friends.
That's still 10% of your alliance. So
it's not nothing, but it's still like, you know, that's
3 C41s or C42s is a lot. I mean, but yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, oh wait, it's less consolidated last time I saw it, but yeah, 4 41s, 3 42s, like there's like no, it's not that spread out. It's pretty consolidated in a way, and like 4 35s, it's you can kind of see. Kind of like not as spread out as you would think. What do you have a C17? What? What's this random C17 here?
What's C17?
Yeah. Treasure. Sphinx says treasure.
Oh.
Or...
You mean to say that he hasn't left yet? What the heck? I told him to leave ages ago.
You don't even notice. Let me check.
I'm talking to him right now in a DM.
Austinland.
Yeah. Aussie.
He still has the treasure.
He still has the treasure, yeah.
Did you pay him?
Of course, yeah.
If we can believe
Check-
this
check
tiering
my
chart that was
trades.
just posted, look at the
It's like-
C40 plus in Hollywood compared to any other sphere. And that's not even counting like because each city is a lot at that point. Like cities 1 to 10, that's barely a tier. It's like just trash. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah,
Doesn't matter, it doesn't matter who dominates the
I-
C1 to 10. That's not gonna decide a war.
I call it micro tier, not even low. Because yeah, it doesn't do any damage. That tier basically doesn't do any damage at all. I'm trying to check out when did you pay this guy? I don't see you paying him. You said to check his trades. Yeah, Sig.
No, my trades.
Ah, your trades.
Yeah, it's literally me that paid the guy. Well, pay the alliance. You don't pay the
Yeah.
guy, because the guy gets.
I mean, you should
Makes
pay the
ton-
guy, not the alliance.
Well, no, the alliance. Alliances are the only. The alliance is the people that usually lose out, not the guy. Usually the guy gets.
Did you just kick the guy? Did you just kick the guy?
No, I told him
I
to
know, he
leave.
just left.
He
He
left
just
of his
left,
own
sorry.
volition. Yeah, he's on right now. Like I said, I was talking to him. No, no, the treasure mules always benefit from joining Grumpy because they don't get any taxes. They get access to interest-free loans.
Still, I mean,
They make
think-
more money because they're on green now, and they still have the treasure. The people that lose
Yes.
out are the people that lose the treasure, the 2% bonus.
okay, so you paid treasure your trade or your bank records?
It's not really trading. They're just poaching.
It's not poaching.
It's not
Treasure-
poaching. It's
it's-
temporary membership
It's not
access.
poaching because they're given consent. All
You
parties
paid
are
50
consenting.
mil. You paid 50 mil.
Okay, I just don't understand the alliances that would let their treasure be given away.
It's not
I
given.
mean, it's paid. You get a profit.
Yeah.
But do they really calculate the profit? Because I don't think
yes.
Grumpy would pay alliances more than what they would make from the treasure.
I can tell you, I go through the calculation with every single micro I've dealt with, and they always end up benefiting.
Oh, it's micros. Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, why would we pay macros?
Yeah,
That'd be, we would lose so much
mean-
money if we paid macros.
You paid Concord. Yeah, those guys probably don't even. You pay them 50 mil. Those guys probably make like 50 million, like maybe not even in a
Okay,
day.
yeah, micros don't have
So-
enough alliances or cities to make it count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference for them.
I'm curious, how much extra do you pay them than what they would have from the treasure?
It depends from person to person,
Person to person.
or from alliance to alliance. We work out a deal.
Yeah, but, like-
basically, that's how it works.
I feel like most of them are too stupid to figure out what is a substantial difference, but
I'm gonna be
Oh.
honest.
I only pay him a few hundo mil, probably.
I'm gonna be honest. There's been a couple micros that there's been at least one. There's one in particular that we totally ripped off, and they refused to take more money. They were just like, "Zig Senpai, please take all of our money." It was not far off that. What's that guy's name? It was Golden Dawn back when that existed, and we totally ripped them off. But I don't feel bad because I tried to not rip them off.
How much do you make? I want to know that. Like, how much does how much does?
I don't know. Use a bot. That's what I
Grumpy.
always. That's what I always do. I get somebody to use a
Didn't
bot for
you
me.
calculate it? Didn't you calculate it?
No, I get somebody else to use a bot for me to calculate it.
Don't you know the number?
No, I don't remember. It was like a week ago.
Oh.
I want to say that Grumpy makes
I don't
like
wanna
a
bother
billion a
Borg right
day or
now.
something like that.
$1 billion?
A billion a day or something like that. I don't know.
No, there's no way.
No, that actually makes sense, I think.
Wait, Grumpy makes like 2 billion a day, bro. A fucking treasure doesn't give you a 30% increase.
No, like at
No, that's-
war.
that's-
At war.
No, I mean, how much does a treasure give you?
No. Oh, the treasure.
Oh,
no, the
well,
treasure's not
that's-
nearly
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
No,
okay.
Sorry. I
No,
meant
that's like total income is like $1 billion a day.
No, yeah, but how much does like a treasure give you? That's what I meant.
2% of that.
So like 20 mil a day.
I think it ends up being like $1 billion if you get the entire thing.
No, I mean, fuck. You only pay them 50. Oh my god.
Well, we were gonna pay them more. What we always do is we offer them up front and then at the end we prorate for how long they stayed, because something gets in the way every time, pretty much.
Like
Usually
this
it's not
time.
us getting rolled, but you know.
I mean, say you're fucked because you're like you're one of the smallest in
Yeah.
in GG, right? Yeah. Why are you this? I'm sure you have the money to buy like 10 cities at this point. Why are
No,
you still?
I like giving a lot of my money away. I don't like building cities much anymore because you just build out a range. So I've intentionally stayed kind of low. Also, I can show you my war history and it'll make more sense too. Anyone that's about to ask for money, please give me your links, and I will make sure to embargo you.
I was about to take my link.
But I mean, part of the reason why I am thoroughly, I don't use offshores usually, and I also, I've gone to zero infrastructure once before.
I have
and
done it
close
all the
a
time.
couple of times.
Like all of your infrastructure?
Yeah, 00000 all across all
Oh wow.
cities.
I've had a couple of cities on zero, but not all.
Yeah, it's insanely hard to get all zero. Did that on I did that in, what was it? TKR Fallout, whatever it's called. Nightfall. Nailed it.
I mean, I always rebuild my infra to 1 because it gives them enough power. Just
Yeah, there's no reason to go to ZI unless you really want to. It absolutely crushes. It took like 6 months to get there, and it absolutely crushes your ability to grow at
Revenue.
all. Yeah.
yeah. Fuck, I have like 200 infra right now, and I run like a negative revenue without having any military, and no commerce logically, but still. But wow, how do you?
Guys, do we have any war name suggestions? I'm about to pull up the poll. Do we?
I mean, logically, first war 5-2. Apart from that, I think someone said like dial-up 2. Someone said that somewhere. I think. War name
If we
idea
have
from.
other versions of dial-up or something fall, I am seriously going to stop whoever's naming these wars.
I think logistics says dial-up 2 electric boogaloo. But that was
Yeah, would have been
that wasn't-
nice.
That's a Rose idea, by the way. So
Anything else? I mean, error 522 is just we need more, more suggestions. Give me
molasses
everything you
war
got.
from
Give-
Evernet molasses war,
Give me everything you got.
glitch and roses with the signs of with
That
the
was
S
really
is the
good.
sign from
Glitch in Rose is very
glitch and
good.
roses with S of the syndicate S in roses.
Yeah, that was really good.
Nice.
I approved that one. That is
Looking
Yeah,
back on how it's written.
I like that. I like that one.
yeah, Glitch in Rose.
Yeah, that's a good one. But I don't know if I want to repeat the rose theme though. Glitch N is a good starter though.
So I came on here earlier and was verbally shitposting, but for just a minute, I want to give a semi-serious analysis of the beginning of this war. And that is that from what I can see, the Syndicate, I think they wanted to hit Hollywood for some time now. I'm not really sure why, but that's the general vibe I get. This was the best time to do so because KT hit them, their block as a whole, and did like all this damage and whatnot. And so now they're taking advantage of the situation. They're hitting Hollywood, and they're claiming that it was Grumpy ghosting into us and some leaks or whatever.
I mean, but
things they
Grumpy
wanted
always
to get
goes. Oh, Grumpy always does that. That's not a valid CB. That's like always though.
Well, maybe there's more information, but anyways, they're hitting them. I think Rose's reason for coming in is pretty easy. They want revenge for taking the L in the last war. Rose probably ideally should have stayed out, but oh well. I think it was off-putting to a lot of people what Hollywood did in immediately forming and then the same day hitting Rose. And so I think now that this is the retribution for that.
I thought it was just gonna be us. I was ready to get clapped. You know, but not another steamroll, baby. I'm okay with that.
Cindy Sphere versus Hollywood, that's a fun matchup. I think that's great. I even think I saw some Hollywood people saying that looks fun, but Rose, I guess.
I'm okay with the steamroll too, man. That's a
Look at what Alex did. That's just the worst. What the hell did he just do? That doesn't fix anything.
Oh shit! What happened?
Look at PNW news.
What are you talking about?
Look at PNW news. Looks what Alex. The rollback Alex did. Look at that shit.
There's a rollback? What the fuck?
No, it didn't. He didn't roll it back. That's the problem. Look at what he did. He's delaying maps, but that doesn't fix anything because people like zeroed already. What the
fuck?
What the hell is that? What the fuck is that?
Okay.
That is the side effect is stage 1. He's manually still going through wars and fixing them to revert them to what they should be.
Hey, yo,
But the map calibration now reads negative. This is a multi-step process.
Okay.
Why is Quack Civil War getting so many votes? That's a horrible name.
I agree.
Because
I think
the community has terrible taste in naming wars.
I mean, I think Glitch and Roses has.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah, it's awesome. It needs more votes, you know. What was Eumir's suggestion? I don't check the chat. It's too fast. I don't check the chat. What was his suggestion?
It's all good. Glitch and Roses sounds
Yeah, Glitch and Roses is destroying. No, sorry. Where 522 is, if 522 is destroying. Though it's kind of an inside joke, so it doesn't really work as much. I think Glitch and Roses does the inside joke and the theorem of the war, so I think that works better. For like people that like look at the war, like I don't know, like joined after the war ends and just looking through the wars. War of 522 is gonna be like what? Glitch and Roses kind of does both.
Top tier ass clap.
That works too.
No, I think Glitch and Roses captures everybody's taste. You know what I mean? It's very catchy.
It's a very catchy war, but it's very similar to the last war.
I think, mate, War of 5, 8, 5. I mean, Glitch and Roses is just better, you know. It's just superior. It needs more. Option 9, no. It's how could something so bland receive so many votes, mate? I don't understand.
Yeah, no, that Quack Civil War is so shitty.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty, man.
It's such a shitty name. Oh my god.
But it's receiving so many votes. How, like?
Don't even count it, bro. You know, just look past it.
Those
look
votes,
past it.
How the fuck? It's the worst. It doesn't even rhyme. Usually rhymes a bit, right?
Sea of Tears. Okay, that sounds good.
Civil War.
But that's a bit rough. But I really thought it was just gonna be, you know, like Cindy Sphere versus Hollywood. You know,
My leaders say it's getting so many votes because the reactions are out of order. That is true, but it kind of says the number there, though. I don't think you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mate, you have to be retarded to.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and that's coming. Nah, no way.
And either way, if it was out of order, either way it would have been Nightfall 2 Fall Harder, which is still a horrible, which is not the best name either.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, it's not as bad, but it's not that good.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but there are much better. Much better.
Hollywood.
Hollywood Second Ride, I'm glad it's the least voted because it's horrible as well.
I mean, Error 522 is a good war name as well, but I mean, and it's pretty self-explanatory that it's doing very well.
I just want to say, Sheepy, fix your fucking RNG, please and thank you.
Yo, wait, you got some flame here.
Oh, I did 2 ground attacks with more ground.
Where are you now?
Failure.
You just you took as a player now. What alliance are you in, Rush? What alliance are you in?
I'm in Guardian.
You're in
You
Are
did
you
not
Guardian?
know that?
Get your ass in the syndicate. What the fuck are you doing?
I thought you were in the Syndicate actually.
Yeah, get
Nope,
your ass
I'm
in the
Guardian.
syndicate for a little bit, right? And then get your ass back to Guardian. You feel me? You know what I mean?
I mean, I really just think of Guardian as fucking Gorumpy's lapdog.
Oh shit, damn. Yeah.
I don't think much more.
Hey.
Every time I,
Well,
every
I
time
mean,
I have
It's
a
a 2-way
Guardian,
relationship.
Look, bro, Guardian's not as active as it used to be. You know what I mean? Like if it was on like Prefontaine type of flow way back when, I'd agree. You know, like it used to do some shit.
you know,
But-
Grumpy.
You know who
Grumpy is
just recently rejoined Guardian though?
oh yeah, pre back. I was like, yeah, buddy, okay.
Yeah,
Well, let's
he's
see what he does.
retired though.
Uh,
He's just
I
chilling.
just see Grumpy is the big bad bully in the movies, and Guardian is the like, skinny guy that's always following him around.
yeah, because Guardian, like, I know that they're active they're like a separate like gaming community. You know what I mean? So I know that they'll be active when war comes around.
I mean, they're
But-
definitely a very competent AA. I'm not
Yeah,
like
oh no, I
they're
don't question
bad.
their competence. They know what's good. But you know, as far as like participating in you know orbit,
and the game.
yeah, they're not. You don't see them. You know, so man, hopefully you know they come around. You know, to get another competent alliance. You know, participating in this bitch.
Competent alliance, that's an interesting term.
I mean,
Almost implies that most of them aren't.
Rush, please. You know what a competent alliance is. Any alliance that could that's more than willing to step up to the plate and and do something about it. You know, so in the lower tiers, we got what? Immortals and all them motherfuckers. Anyone in the top 15, you know. But the way they're playing it, you know, it's going to be a bit like a year or two before they can step up to the plate, you know, with us.
Yeah, I
So-
think there's a misunderstanding of Guardian here, really. Guardian is pretty much exclusively made out of players that have been the makers and shapers.
A grumpy
If not
puppet.
here, elsewhere. We're all tired of being the makers and shakers. We want other people to do it.
The fuck
If
you
you
mean?
can-
I mean, I
So
do
is that-
agree. You usually start every you blitz in because you do a blitz like 30 minutes earlier, so you a lot of things. I will agree.
What I'm saying is, like, in the big political scope, none of us want to be in charge of that anymore. We are all very tired of it.
I mean, but you haven't been for a while.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Rush, the fuck you mean? They've been
But, like,
the
they've
last
been
time
doing
they charged was 7 years ago. The fuck you mean? it's
I'm gonna point
time,
out
bro.
Vanek was Mensa in charge. He's
Mensa?
retired now.
Boy, Rush, you know Mensa was the thing. What 2016? It's a long time gone, bro.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
I know.
if
My
anybody
point
could
is, we
take
did our
that-
time. It's other problems.
Oh,
Other
that's
things
true.
are
That's
fine
true.
now.
You guys
if
did
anybody
your
could
time.
say that, probably like the Syndicate, we're tired of starting stuff. But Guardian, I've played this game for like a year and a half, not as much as most everybody here. I haven't started shit like it's a while.
not like Guardian was big, like it took a lot of capital for for us to get into Guardian. Don't get it twisted, but it has been a while though. It
No,
has
I think
been a
you're.
while.
I think you're actually the first people of Guardian ever spoke to.
Guardian. Well,
We're not- I'm not
he-
claiming we've been makers and shapers. I'm saying we're explicitly making ourselves not the makers and shapers.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a mod, so it's kind. No.
Yes, and I try, especially because of that, to not be a maker and shaker.
Imagine if you were like the I don't know, like leader of the syndicate as a mod. Oof.
Yeah, that would be kind of a headache.
I mean, check out the forum posts, mate. The salt mines are back in full production.
Hey, that's okay
The,
with
the
me,
forum
man.
comments, like the replies.
Hey, Yang, step up to the plate, bitch. Create your coalition. Let's see what it's good.
Where the
You
fuck
know-
is Yang right now? Where even is Yang right now?
I think they made their own micro or something. I think
Yeah,
Vero's in it. Vero's in it, and
Yeah, Vero,
some other
Harry,
dude. Yeah.
and some other people. It's they fucking destroyed Burger King to do that.
Burger King. Oh yeah, that's right. They were Burger King before.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm mad because
Yeah,
Burger
that
King
was a
was-
good name.
yeah,
Hey, okay, but no
real
one can
big,
step up
real
to that
BK,
BK.
you know? Yeah, real BK.
The
Like-
plan originally was to be Burger King, but then that changed because Burger King was just a one-off name for a single man rating alliance, and then Yang
okay.
wanted to do his own thing, so we created an actual AA.
Okay. Also, shout out to Vero, another another motherfucker from the syndicate, that we put out there, another product, that's gonna do big things. I trust him. If he doesn't do big things,
Thanks.
he can go fuck himself. He tarnishes our name. We don't know him if he doesn't do big things.
But if I do, it's all the credit goes to TS.
Amen. Well, I mean, I really wanted a 1v1 between our spears, but this works too. We get to save our boy Sphinx here. He could leak another day. Shout out to Sphinx.
This is Eumir, isn't it?
Yeah, amen.
I legitimately almost declared war on you earlier this week because I thought it would be funny.
Am I even in range? Aren't you like a 40, city 40?
I'm 31, boy.
Oh,
I'm in
shit.
range. It would have been a fun war
Yeah,
But
I would've
they all
rolled
said-
up and
they all
died and
said
waited
no.
for help.
for some reason. Hold on, let me go leak some. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna leak. I legitimately asked if we could go to war with you guys, though. If we could 1v1 you.
Hey, just do well. Don't post like shit that'll make you look bad. Post like a specific post. You know what I mean? Because we don't do that out here. We don't leak. But post like
I'm just gonna leak myself.
yeah, leak yourself. Leak yourself.
I'm not gonna leak anybody else. That's bad.
Yeah.
That was in like the Hollywood Gov chat.
Dude, I wanted it. Don't. Because I was looking at the stats. I was talking to Zed about it. I'm like, yo, can we do this shit? And I'm looking at the numbers. Like, it's going to be done. It could be done, but it's going to take a long ass time. The stats ain't looking good for us. But I see Rose. I'm like, shit, dude, that makes us look kind of bad. I'm like, all right, but hey, a dub's a dub.
I will say that I couldn't comment before, but Amber, however you say your name, Eumirbago.
Oh,
I said very well.
Eumirbago.
Eumirbago. Vero was shit talking you earlier about the TS.
Hey, he
hitting
could
Bollywood.
talk shit all he wants, bro. You know, I've already made, you know, like DrRush said, right? They don't want to do shit no more. Same with me. I've been in this bitch for 14 fucking years. That's too fucking long, bro. I should have quit a long time ago. You know what I mean? My ass ain't shit. You know, I should have gone a long time ago with all the boys from that quit in NPOLT. That should have been me. But my ass came back, you know, because Partisan sent me a Snapchat, you know, told me to, you know, hey, shit's hitting the fan. I'm like, all right, bro. One more time.
Wait, one more time. What?
Oh no, like I think I told this last time. I said that Syndicate, you know, that there's been a ton of times where, you know, shit's been hitting the fan, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
you know, thinking of quitting and all that, because you know Jessica Rabbit's gone and all that jazz.
Yeah, I
What
haven't been
have you?
around for that long.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. There was this econ gal. She was about that action. You know, taught all of these motherfuckers how to properly do econ. You know what I mean? And everyone follows Jessica Rabbit. Ain't nobody follow anybody else. You know what I mean? And after she quits, you know, everybody starts thinking, you know, we're fucked. You know, we are fucked. You know, we can't compete with these motherfuckers. So when we was about to, oh shit, all right, no. When, no, when we was
Adam,
about to,
Adam joins to say that literally.
no. When we was about to, you know, kind of quit, you know, well, I was gone. I was in with zigbigadorlou in Hogwarts, and I was with Manthrax in COS, you know. So I wasn't really, you know, in this action. It was all Zed and them. They were planning on quitting, you know. So, but you know, history takes a turn, and here we are, bro. You know, we're all ready for that action, and it is what it is. You know, all of a sudden, you know, like, cause you know, a 1v1 between Hollywood and Cindy Spear, it's a pretty close war. You know, that upper tier pretty close. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm really laughing at those Hollywood comments on the forums because even if they got dogpiled last war, they actually started the war. Them dogpiling Rose. So even if at the end they got dogpiled because Mystery and Oasis joined, they started the war. They started dogpiling. So it's pretty hypocritical saying all that shit. And they were, yeah. So I don't see that being very valid. Those comments are like a little like.
Hey, all this Rose coming in, right? Rose coming in, just make sure that I get to City 35, the next global war. All right, that's all this means. All right. Now, you know, if Rose didn't come in, I would have only gotten City 32. You know, that's all it is. But yeah, like as Spink says, you know, TKR is used to this shit. You know, they all they're all ready for this smoke. You know, um, yeah. This just goes to show that I don't know shit about what's going on in FA. You know, people say that I'm in FA and whatnot. Nah, I'm not in FA. Or else I would have been like, oh, yo, Bex, you know, shout out to Rose, you know, with that PIAT bullshit, you know. Yeah, Rose knows how to build. They know how to build alliances, etc., etc. But nah, Fuck Rose, you know. Ain't no agreement that I know of. Go fuck yourselves, you know. So after this war, they could get this action too immediately if they want.
Do guess. Do guess. Okay, so War of 5-2 has 111 votes. I don't know. It's not the best name. Sorry if I didn't hear you.
Oh no, you good, bro.
The guy, fuck Cobb. Who's Cobb? Extrapolarization. Fuck.
I think he's TKR. I think
Yeah, I
he's
think-
one of TKR FA.
I think we can all agree Hollywood versus Rose was a dog pile. Who can say it wasn't a dog pile?
Oh, that's a fucking dog pile.
No,
No,
that was a
it-
dog pile. Hollywood of that time with Colts, 404, all of those dudes
100%. That was unfair.
against the Rose that had less allies than they have now. How the fuck wasn't that a dog pile? I'm pretty sure Rose was like 13% of the global score and Hollywood was like 26. How the fuck is that a dog pile? The guys defending it wasn't.
That was a dog pile. But I don't know. I don't know if there was anything in NPOLT or something that needed to get taken care of. I don't know what the FA was as far as Rose and the other spheres were. All I knew, I was just looking up straight stats. You know what I mean? I was talking with Zed the other day. I was like, yo, you really think we could get in on this Hollywood versus Blackwater action? Because this looks mad spicy. We're gonna need a lot of these people active. We not the syndicate of old. We still active as fuck compared to all these motherfuckers. But we don't have like that 100% activity as we did before. We probably on that 90%. Because we have the enterprise and all that shit. So we got weakest links and all that shit now. As Vero knows. So I'm like, I don't know, bro.
I mean, and yeah, a lot of people are like criticizing the E404 war now. I think glitch and Rhodes does work because of the map glitch, though.
I think Rhodes was just called in for the top tier. As far as the mid tier and the bottom tier, what the fuck? We don't need them. What the fuck?
I mean, but you're not gonna be. You won't be called just an alliance. Like that doesn't make more. Like you can't call someone to just like partially call them. Like that doesn't work like that. So it's like.
Yeah, hey, like I said before, I thought I was only gonna get to City 32, bro. Now I know for a fact I'm getting to City 35, Panky. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, buddy, all right. I'm gonna be in range with zigbigadorlou. We ain't gonna be the same cities next war.
What alliance are you in right now? No, what city?
Oh, me? I'm in 29 right now, City 29.
Oh, damn. Wait, how long have you been playing? It seems like you've been playing for like forever, though.
Oh, I re-rolled. I came back when Partisan sent me a snap. He was like, yo, shit, bro. We need your ass back. I'm like, all right, bro, let's go. Let's get it.
How long ago was this?
I came back about a year and a half. A year or so.
Nice.
Something like that.
You were like funded by like TS to like.
Oh yeah, I got bankrolled, bro. Shout out to my group circle. my whatever circle, my growth circle, whatever the fuck they call it nowadays. Or
29 in a year. Poof.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, okay. All right, we got that money now.
How big were you before?
Before I was bankrolled by Seth. Seth bankrolled me to City 27. And then before NPOLT, about like 3 months before NPOLT, since I started a family and what have you, I was spending way too much time on PW, so I was like, I'm not about this action no more, because before PW I was in CN, I'm just some sort of expat, right?
Yeah.
So I spent way too much time. I'm like, I grew up with this shit. It's time for me to move on. Like that Dave guy from that SMC or some shit. I had the same announcement in CN. I was in PW in COS. I'm like, yo, it's been fun. Shout out to Manthrax. Shout out to all the guys. But I gotta move on. But when Partisan told me that shit was hitting the fan in TS, I was like, all right, my life's pretty good right now. My life's pretty good. I was like, let me shit on who you got me, who you got for me to shit on. So I took like 30 minutes of my day every day to completely shit on Camelot. It was just, yo, Azazel, go fuck yourself. This is what you did, etc., etc., etc. Yo, Epi, go fuck yourself. This, and that. Rar told me this, and that. Go fuck yourself. Kata, yo, fuck you, etc., etc., etc. I was adding everybody that was, no sneak dissing, no sneak dissing. I was just dissing everybody that you could diss. That did Syndicate wrong. I was like, yeah, buddy. Because I work for our IA. I don't work for FA. FA know what they're doing. They know what that action's all about. But for our IA, I'm all about gassing my people up. You know what I mean? And nothing gasses my people up than making sure that all of their people, then all of them getting avenged, for the bullshit that they had to endure. And all of my people been around. They've been to R&R, they've been to before Cataclysm, whatever the fuck AA they were before that. E404 and that one other AA with Kigos in them. That AA.
Children of the Light.
Yeah, COTL. Yeah. And before that AA even, there were people that they were like, hey, yo, fuck these guys. I was like, yeah, all right. I'm at them real quick, no sneak dissing, I'm gonna make sure they get called out for their stupidity. So for my first month or so, all you saw on the forums was Eumirbago, adding Azazel, Epi, Arthur, and all these motherfuckers. Shout out to Katashima, Roar, as some of you might know her. I was like, yeah, I got you, bro. Don't trip. So that's why I was on the forums, like, yo, this is what you did, etc., etc., etc. This is what you did, etc., etc., etc. For like 2 weeks, I think. I did like a 2-week standoff with the Camelot motherfuckers before it was like, all right, I did too much, I'll admit, I was like, all right, let me move on. But yeah, that's just a little into my character, what I do here in the Syndicate, you know what I mean?
That's quite a lot of stories there, yeah?
Yeah, that's what 14 years does to you, man.
14 years? You started playing CN 14 years ago?
Yeah, I was in CN in 2007 with a few. I think I started off with WAPA, this alliance called WAPA, and then I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing, so I quit, and then I joined back in at 2009. And I joined like this alliance called OMFG, and that's where I started going to other IRC channels. With all you old heads out there, IRC. I was going into a bunch of IRC channels and just getting to know people. And I was an 11-year-old back then, 11 to 12-year-old. So I was just trying to meet people, and a bunch of other kids out there, they had it wrong. They got wronged and everything. The OC attacks out the wazoo. That's why I'm happy where I'm at, or where I am right now. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't experience that.
I mean, OZ attacks right now in the game aren't that high. I mean, they're pretty controlled, I think.
Oh yeah. Back then they would find out who your sister was. They'd stalk your sister and whatnot. They do all that shit. I'm like, oh shit, dang boy. I'm not about that action. I don't give a shit about another person's life like that. So, but it is what it is. The internet does what it do. You really can't rein that in. You know what I mean? No one could really rein that in, unless it's like a community-wide, stopping. You know what I mean? Which is what I appreciate about PW. PW does a good job of policing itself. You know what I mean?
PW? PNW. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. PW, PNW, whatever.
I think it's better now than it has always been.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. The goons. I wasn't here for that, but the goons and shit. Fuck, that wasn't very goodly controlled by community. But currently, I think there's so much hate for what happened of the OEC attack and for what happened before that. Yeah, currently the community is good at self-moderating itself for those type of things.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it with what's happening with the policing and whatnot, because well, you know how our types of characters are. We become targets of OC attacks when you become a figure of you like to talk a lot. You're a big mouth. You're all like, oh yeah, our sphere can fucking roll you. Go fuck yourself, etc., etc. When you build that type of character, you're gonna become a target. You know what I mean? So I well, for me, it wasn't that big of a deal when Alpha did it. I was just like, when Alpha did it, I was like, yo, you don't know who you're talking about. I'm a pretty big, I'm a loud name. Like I've seen this before at CN, right? So I'm like, okay, I understand the sauce. But when here in PW, it's a different sauce, right? We've seen this type of action before. So when they tried to do it, I'm like, yo, are you sure about this? Like
Are you sure? I can bring Alex any second, my friend.
Yeah, because what happened was, well, you see my type of posting. I'm all like, yeah, my sphere could beat your ass. We're the fucking biggest sphere in the game. We could control your ass.
I mean,
right?
but that's in character. That's
yeah. No, nothing OC. I don't play with OC. Don't get it twisted, right? But that's how I play the game. But at that time in Alpha, I quoted a post from Alpha, and it basically backfired on them. So they changed the picture to say that I rape people and what have you, right? Which is all right. Touche to you. I didn't think about that. I should have saved the picture first and then hosted it myself, right? That type of deal. But that's not how it went. But they changed the picture, and now it looked like they reported me and what have you, and tried gaslighting and what have you. And I'm like, all right, I've seen this in CN. Let's move on. I got outplayed, but nah, the entire community was behind me. I was like, oh shit, okay, all right. But no, for me, it was just like, okay, I got a little, shit like that got, I got desensitized by it, right? I've seen a bunch of shit before, so it's like, okay, all right. You got me, let's move on, much love to Alpha. This is how you play the game, but let's move on, type of deal. But nah, everyone made a big deal out of it. I was like, oh fuck, Yeah. As you wish. As you wish.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying.
No, it's much love to all you guys. You know, the newer population.
I mean, yeah, most of the game right now is as my age. I mean, not every. I think probably 30% of the games are on my age, 450, 500
Oh,
days.
you guys keep it safe, you know, and I love that. You guys see, you know, you guys police yourselves as far as OOC goes.
I'm sincerely don't know how I'm not banned from a couple of servers now. I mean, I've deleted a lot of messages here before I get them banned, just because I know I will get muted at least if I don't delete them. But I mean, it's not entirely police. It's not entirely like no drama.
No, but you know
Kill the
it's right and
game.
wrong.
Yeah, I mean, but we do
Yeah.
we still. I mean, we don't dox people and shit like that. Like that's out of bounds. But like, we do a lot of like, I think it's transitioned to a point where it's like it has like a good balance. It's still like, I mean, you can fucking flame people and like talk shit and like insult people, but it doesn't go
That's
to
all I see.
extra
That's
level.
all I see. That should be all given.
Yeah,
you know, you should be able to do that without any consequences.
Yeah,
You know
well, that's
what I
why a
mean?
lot of people are scared now because the new rules is like, can I still keep doing that and shit?
Oh, go fuck yourself. Who put the new rules in? You know,
Alex.
Hey, Alex can go fuck himself. I'm gonna still shit talk, you know, any sphere in this fucking game.
I mean, no, obviously not shit talking, but there's like he's gonna start moderating Discord, and a lot of the concern is at what levels, you know.
Oh, for sure. Like, well, you see now how I've been shit and talking, right? It's all I see, right? I never talk about your personal. I don't give a fuck about your personal life, right? That doesn't, you know, your personal life doesn't, you know, affect your nation, right?
Yeah, that's the point where some people, where I think it's gotten pretty good, no doxing or shit. Some people still get overly offended though. Like a guy was like, oh, like a guy literally 5 minutes ago, he said like, I'm a man of my word, and I put doubt, and the guy literally responded, you don't know me, you don't know me, you've never heard of me, you've never heard me, and you're calling me a liar. Okay, I was like, bro, what the fuck.
Nah, Spanky. See, if you're shit at the game, you're shit. You know, either you have two paths. Either you continue being shit, or you find a way. You either, you know, you join an AA that knows what the fuck they're doing, or you know, you find a way. You talk to everybody around you and be like, hey, yo, I need help. You know, because a lot of people are willing to help, especially nowadays. You know, the player base nowadays are pretty, you know, helping as far as you trying to learn the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of IAs ready to help. I mean, the syndicate itself. I mean, there's a lot of training things, which I think, to be honest, from a personal experience, doing it is extremely fucking boring and tiring. As someone like, if you have to do EA, I think EA is by far the hardest.
EA, job. Either you got it or you don't. You know, if you got to do FA or EA, external affairs, right? EA.
No, that's economic affairs.
Oh, economic, man. Boy, got me fucked up. That's all. Well, each AA has their own agenda, right? So they're gonna do EA differently. Like Immortals, yeah. I've always been shitting on Immortals, but they know what the fuck they're doing, right? It may not make sense for me being in the syndicate because we're kind of top middle tier heavy. You know what I mean? You know, we're in the city 30 range.
Yeah, you're 6,000 average score.
Or that's what we're gunning for. You know what I mean? So it's gonna look different for us than what the fuck the Immortals, the TFP, what the fuck they're doing. So whatever they're doing looks retarded to us, right? You know, it looks like a fucking, you know, what's it called? You know those scams, the, you know, too good to be true scams. That's what the Immortals and all that look like to us. But as far as Immortals look like, they're doing their shit right, but I've never been in that flow. So I don't know. Hey, maybe that's the new meta. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
I mean, it's been a trend. I mean, yeah, for the influx of as the influx of people like has been super way more like this year and last year than ever before. I mean, that is kind of the new meta, but it's still not really recognized as a way to win wars, as people were saying here earlier, like low tier. But that is a way of, I guess, they still have very bad rep, just because they have like, oh, you're a member A, you have a bunch of low tier as members. It still gets pretty bad rep, I'd say. But like, I mean, it's kind of what you have. I mean, there's no other choice because you have to. I mean, as the influx of players have started, they have to start low and will keep growing, and they'll eventually be way bigger. But for now, they will be smaller. I think a lot of this like shit talk, like TFP and TI and stuff, is without a reason because TKR isn't very far out, member and average score wise from Team TI and TFP.
Look, Panky, we're old heads, right? We saw the game differently when we first started out. You know what I mean? Like TKR started about 2015 was when they popped off. Like BK and TKR with OO, it's like, oh shit, they're their own sphere. They control their destiny type of deal. So at that point in time, they were still under syndicate rule. It was Cindy OO dominating the game, right? We were fucking clapping Rose, VE, UPN, you name it. We fucking dominated the game. Looking back, I was in those shacks. I was telling Lordship, Lordship, I want to be able to fucking quit the game, right? For a year at a time and be able to fucking dominate whatever the fuck is in the running for us, right? But they saw it differently. They were like, oh, we need to make the game fun. I was like, go fuck yourself making the game fun. I want a hegemony. Don't get it twisted. I want a hegemony. But these guys was like, oh, let's make the game fun.
I mean, that's why the game never. I mean, I do get why everybody wants everybody wants to be the biggest in strengths, and everybody wants a hegemony. But that's why this game has kind of been stuck, kind of.
No, it's good. I mean, you guys get to play your game, right? The new players get to develop themselves, right? So shout out to the excuse me.
I think right now a hegemony is still created, but as people are catching up and growing bigger and bigger is getting slower, and as more mass is coming faster than the bigger people can grow. Because
I agree.
42 to 40, like it's an exponential amount of money that every city counts. So I think it will get to a point you can't have a hegemony anymore. I think right now you can still have, but there'll be a point that you can't. It's basically impossible.
I agree, and that's why I appreciate alliances like you. You're in what, Space Invaders?
No, I'm in a raiding alliance. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you are, you're in probably raiding.
Yeah, raiding. It's basically an ARG, but a type of ARG, but better.
No, you keep well, what you guys are, you guys keep alliances in you guys keep them honest. Right?
Yeah, I we keep them active, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with raiding AAs. It's like all the shit AAs get thrown out of the out of the woodwork. They're not about it. But all the people that are, we have people. Also, I'd like to say sorry for all the other listeners. I had three, four locos. I'm like, I'm a little off it, so my bad. But yeah, a lot of these AAs are like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're trying to keep up with us, but they haven't done the work for it, right? So it's like you know, the Immortals I can respect. We've had a lot of members from the Immortals try to join us, right? And we accept them, take them into our, our mentorship, what have you, right? But it's completely different from what they're trying to teach them,
Yeah, I fully agree. I've gotten people, and every AA uses a completely different system for training, for banking,
Exactly.
for everything.
Yeah.
So it's very complicated in that matter, definitely.
And I'm happy for that. Or, I'm happy for, Space Invaders, with all of you guys, doing your thing. I think that's how it should be.
It's definitely good to see it so wide and not everybody using the same tools, the same bots, the same banking system. Even though a lot of AAs do kind of share them, not everybody. So that's still good to see,
Hey, that's okay with me. I'm ready to test all of you motherfuckers. If you want to get into your own coalition, shout out to you guys. But we're more than willing to test you all motherfuckers. The Enterprise is ready to fucking bitch slap all of your fucking new members, what have you, whatever the fuck you guys got.
Next war, Hollywood and Rose versus Blackwater.
Hey man, well you see the numbers, right? We got the city 20 on lockdown. That's all
I haven't seen a graph yet. I don't know why.
No, bro.
I can create one really fast. It's like I don't know. I can create one with Locutus pretty fast, but I haven't. Can you send a graph? I haven't seen one yet.
Well, I don't know. Is Cooper listening? If Cooper's listening, or Krampus or what?
Oh, he gone.
He is kill. Oof.
He died. He died.
He has been silenced.
You silenced him.
He said Krampus. And Krampus
Krampus,
came from his
the
grave.
word
and
Krampus.
silenced him. This is a good time for me to leave anyways.
Yeah, I'll
I've been
leave
recording
soon.
for exactly 2 hours, and I was actually just about to say, I think I'm going to stop this recording now.
Yeah, it's slow down. It's